Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to join our Discord. It's the best place to connect with other paintball fans, talk strategy, share stories, and show your
Huge news, Roy. The C1D Paintball team has a podcast. Yes, that's right, Dick. Wild bunch, those C1D fellas. Tune in every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for an amazing podcast.
Dad, come on.
Welcome everyone to the C1D
Step right up here, that click, clack, pop, C1D Paintball Podcast. Don't stop, freeze full of paint, hit up on the crack. Nightmare, PB in the boat, fall back. Third gear, wicked laugh in the dark. Mask on tight when the match starts. C1D live, welcome to the freak show. Nightmare, PB on the mic. Let's go. C1D Paintball Podcast. Nightmare, PB. Run it back. Paint splash, mask on tight. C1D Podcast, freaks out at night. Freak show locked in place. Nightmare PB left his mark on your face. Added hall reverse, nightmare twist. Clawed hands reach through the foggy air. Like Freddy in your dreams, beware, beware. Slashing through the field, he don't miss a beat. Your hoppers out, your paint is deplete. Mask in the dark, in the brush of his glove. Nightmare PB brings the terror you love. Dreams of pain, I'm nightmares in land. Kroger style, he's haunting your hand.
C1D Paintball Podcast. You've been warned.
Special guest Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB. C1D Paintball Podcast.
C1D Paintball Podcast. C1D Paintball Podcast.
Paint splash, mask on die. C1D Podcast, freaks out at night. Freak show locked in place. Nightmare PB left his mark on your face. Let's go. Special guest tonight.
Nightmare PB.
Sure to haunt you in your sleep. Nightmares of paint splatter gear. Hand out, you're out. Nightmare PB on the C1D Podcast. You heard it here first. Let's go. Welcome everyone to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Paint splash, mask on tie. C1D Podcast, freaks out at night. Freak show locked in place. Nightmare PB left his mark on your face. C1D Paintball Podcast. Welcome everyone to the C1D. Welcome everyone to the C1D. Welcome everyone. We welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the C1D. Welcome everyone. C1D. Welcome everyone to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Welcome everyone to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone.
Hey there, Andrew from the C1D Paintball Podcast. I'm supposed to do a dramatic introduction and somehow keep my co-host, but if you're watching this, you already know who our guest is. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you should still know who the guest is. He's right here in front of me. He is one of the top-tier Canadian paintball ambassadors. I feel an institution in Canadian big games and on the online paintball community. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, approachable, genuine, a positive force, and someone that C1D calls a friend. Nightmare Paintball, welcome to the show.
Man, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm trying to compose myself and not geek out at that intro video. That was by far one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. By far the best way I've ever been introduced on a podcast, and you brought back some nostalgia for me, and felt good. It felt really good, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Wait a minute. Yeah. You've been on other podcasts. You said this was your first, and we were special. Good.
You got me. I will see myself to the door, good sir. It was fun. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out. If you went on to enjoy this show in any way, shape, and or form, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. But until then, might have said that once or twice in my life.
Guys. That's all we can afford.
When I hear that, I go, hey, Google, replay the video.
We'll run it back, Nightmare. We'll run it back. We promise.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing here. I got to introduce these other people. And the first one I introduce is Mike, the one who actually made that video. So,
hey, guys. How's it going? How's it going? I'm glad you liked it. Glad you loved it.
And we also have whom? Am I going to pick favorites here? Oh, we got Jeff. Jeff, right in the corner there.
Hi, guys.
Another veteran of the team. Adam's here. Adam listening in the crowd there, one of the C1D guys. And, of course, we got this punk in the corner. When was the last time you shaved? Huh? When was the last time you paid taxes?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
A lot longer than that. Yeah.
I was going to say the man, the myth, the legend, but when you got paintball, when you got Nightmare on your show, he's the legend. We got Connor. We got Connor here in the corner. And Owen's here listening to this one. So great, Owen. Byron Butler, great job, Mike.
Byron, my boy, owner of Hell Survivors Paintball, my home field, nice. Straight out of Michigan. Love you guys.
Beautiful.
That's right. A host on the Maritime Paintball Podcast. You know what? We got to get on with this show. I got to stop reading. We got. He comes in with his entourage. What you don't see right now is there's like 10 handlers behind this door telling us what to do with Nightmare here. Look. One of you can see it in the thumbnail there at the bottom of the thumbnail. Connor and I, our first big game. We're going to go to Commando Action D-Day, and I'd been making paintball videos for about a year, and I learned by watching this guy. Not learned. I got inspired by him because his videos are so great. About how laid back he was. It's so, man, I was listening to my favorite, and from my opinion, the best paintball podcast out there, the Maritime Paintball Podcast. Listened to it Thursday, and they mentioned a name that I wanted to bring up with you because I brought it up at D-Day this year too. I remember watching Nightmare. He's talking about Tactical Tuna playing with him back on the field in Nova Scotia. But I listened and I watched all these videos. And he puts up a post. Yeah, I'm going to be a Commando Action D-Day, and I'm going to be doing this and that. I'm like 50 years old at the time, and I'm like, and I sent him a message. He replied back. He's going to put 2 patches for me. So we met him, and we took the picture. It felt great. And here's the funny part is behind you was Brad Odell, and I'd listened to his podcast. I'd gotten into it as well because of the relationship you guys have. I was too scared to ask him. I figured I look like a fanboy enough. Am I going to go now to Brad and say, hey, the beard, can I touch it? It's like, no. So, yeah, that's so.
He does have a touchable beard. What can I say?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so I got that out of the way. Now I just need to meet Bobby Orr and David Gilmore, and we're good. No.
I'm not up there with them, boys. I'm not up there with them at all.
No. Look, what I like about paintball, about Nightmare, I kind of mentioned already, just the approachability. the fun aspect to his videos. Sometimes you come across a cheater and you put them in their place. And look, we got all kinds of stories. Connor, Jeff, Mike, do you have any nightmare inspirations or stories? I didn't prep anybody, and Mike's kind of looking whatever. So I normally would ask Mike first because that would be probably pretty fucking hilarious to see what he says. But otherwise, Connor, I mean, you know me. I've been talking about Nightmare for a long time, and we've managed to play a few D-Days with them. And what do you think of the man?
When you said how much he's inspired you in your content, that's one thing I thought for sure. Like, you've done some crazy things to emulate him. Is that one of the worst things my dad ever bought for paintball was this. Shit. I don't even know what it was. It was like this 3D printed thing that hung over his mask. So you put a camera on it so you could see his face because you wanted
10 inches.
He wanted the reflective view like you have on your marker. And he just looked like an anglerfish. He looked like an idiot who's bobbing up and down. It's like, I can get all these cool angles. I see what Nightmare does. I know what to do. And it didn't last very long. So,
oh my God. An anglerfish.
Oh my God. So wait from the camera, the mask popped on the ground and the ref's like, mask, and he's going to jump on me. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my.
I feel like I've inspired a ton of people to make absolutely terrible decisions with their camera mounting choices, and I'm waiting for the day I get a lawsuit that's like somebody copied your camera design and lost an eye. Sorry, man. I tried. I wear a strap across the top. If anyone noticed, you can't see it very often, but I wear a strap because I'm a one-man camera crew. So lose your mask once on a field and you realize that thing's kind of important.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that happening again. That's for sure.
Well, Jeff is our veteran of C1D. He's been playing for many moons, although actually, if you saw him, you'd think so too. Recollections of Nightmare. I mean, like I said, you've seen paintball evolve from that freaking the bloop gun you have, the Piranha.
My Piranha. But I remember I first started playing with the old Uji 1 pumps back in 89, 90. No, I think I played I was at a D-Day and you were sniping from the woods over by the beach.
Oh,
couldn't get close to you, and we could hear you laughing. We're not sure. Most of my memories is watching your videos, and you, like, I love paintball. I just hated the hopper, and when I saw what was coming down the pipe from MagFed, and going, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to play. My first markers were the 98 and the Spider Extra. So you just, especially with the straight feed tube on top of the gun, it's like you're trying. I can't. But when I saw them always coming out from MagFed and how you're playing with it and how much more maneuverable you were with it, I was like, yeah, that's for me. I want to do MagFed.
It's a different beast. I give the absolute props to anybody who wants to try MagFed at a big game. I would never do it.
Nope.
The only way I'm shooting MagFed at any sort of game with more than like 20, 30 people on the field is if I'm shooting first strikes. It's the only way to level the playing field. I've met so many guys in the staging area who's like, yeah, I'm at this big game because of you, and I got into MagFed because of you, and I'm going to go out there and have fun. I was like, are you shooting first strikes, bro? And they're like, no, man, I bought round ball. I'm like, oh, please don't hate me after this event.
Yeah.
How does he do that? God,
like, first strikes are the magic, man. That's that's the key to big games and MagFed. It's the only reason to run MagFed at a big game. Otherwise, I'd be rocking, the backpack Q loader, or whatever thing that was, the max loader, and I'd probably get like a Pinocchio hopper on top of it. I don't know, man. I just go nuts. Big games are all about as much paint as you can shoot, or as many first strikes as you can afford.
Well, Jeff was talking about we're at the top. We're getting off of Hamburger Hill, down in the wooded area, and you're at the other spawn in those bushes. And there's a guy, Thomas Bork, is playing with us. One of our longer members. Actually, he's been with us for quite a while. Yeah, he's been even longer than Jeff. And we're standing there, and he's like, "Ow!" He's like, Christ, somebody got me in the neck. He goes, and he pulls out a fin. First strike. And he goes, he's in the bushes there. And I go like, nightmare, come get me. And as I'm running behind a truck. Yeah, and it's like, he's like, he got me in the neck. And I said, no, he got content.
It's funny. I know the exact spot I was sitting in. I know the that was a it was a dirty spot. There was a few times where like he's out of bounds. Like, no man, I asked the ref. I'm like just sitting on the like bounds of the field. Yeah. I'm shooting practically over the lake. Like, dude, it was such a good spot. I sat there for so long.
Is it by like the trail where you walk into the field?
Yeah, the island there.
Yeah. There's like a little group of trees right there. Yeah.
Was it Connor? I remember Connor mentioning he's there. He's going, all he needs is a medic next to him, and it's like that's a good idea actually.
Yeah.
I ran out of paint before anything bad. Like our spawn was right there, so like it was a 20-30 foot walk. It was just one of those ways to stop the enemy team from literally pushing our doo-doo in. So it was like one of those last ditch efforts where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to make any difference on the field, and I'm just going to stop them from completely destroying us.
No, you held us off. You guys held us off well there. But then again, you're talking about me and some of the goofs at our group. Hey, look, what are you up to this time of year? And I know you some may say that you have a downtime sometimes, but sometimes the off season's even worse. So what's new with you? I mean, like I said, I want to tell as many stories as we can in the hour here, but tell us what's up with you right now. What are your plans for 2026? And I do want you to mention backyard battles, and I don't care if you talk the whole time, because I think that's really wild. So I know you're nervous. You're not used to being in front of a mic.
Yeah, it's been a minute. If anybody would have watched our audio check, it was bad. I'm still tweaking it as we're talking. I'm like, something's going on with this microphone, and I don't know what it is. I have an update ready to restart my computer. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but this season, man.
In nose, out mouth. And if you want to think we're in our pajamas or underwear, I actually am in my pajamas, if that makes it easy for you, young man.
Okay, like I'm kind of in mine as well. So I'm just going to shout out CRBN real quick. It's a company that I love. I truly do. I think they're just a fantastic company from start to finish. It's very small. Anyway, long story short, they sent me a bunch of stuff as if I was a speedball player. I'm not a speedball player. So I literally walk around the house lounging in their CRBN pants. So I wear speedball pants, like the joggers, when I'm just chilling in the house, because A, they're super comfortable. B, when I looked up the price tag, I almost shit myself. So
oh my God,
get some use out of them because they're just super comfy. So when I'm having a fat lazy day, I just wear my CRBN joggers. They're sweet. So don't feel bad that you're wearing pajamas, bro. I'm kind of doing the same thing.
Just a different grade. Keep telling us about your year.
Grade. All right. So this year is going to be a little different than most. I normally travel everywhere for paintball. So last year was what I would consider my most successful season in 12 plus years of doing this. I picked up an American paintball field as my sponsor, Health Survivors. If you guys have never been there, I highly suggest you go.
Your videos on it, it makes me want to go. For sure.
The worst part is I haven't even made a full length video for them, and I feel bad. Like, so every event that I've played this year, I've only made one all 25. I've only made one full length paintball war style video. And that was for HR Tactical's MagFed only Canada versus United States game. After that, I just got so busy traveling that I just couldn't find time to edit at all. And so it kind of works out to my advantage right now. Going to kind of lead into multiple stories to hopefully culminate this thing in a good spot. So basically, I run a brand new business here in Ontario called Backyard Battles with my wife. Paintball, when I moved here for PRZ. I was like, I'm moving to Ontario to go make PRZ my home field. I'm like, it's right down the road from where I'm currently living. It's going to be awesome. I get the message that says, oh, you're good to go. You're moving to Trenton, Ontario. All of a sudden, PRZ closes. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Man. I was like, now what do I do? So after many nights of crying into my pillow and wishing that this wasn't happening, I dealt with it and I moved here. Ontario is the mecca of paintball in Canada. If you're looking to play good paintball, you come to Ontario. Most fields per square kilometer, I want to say, give or take. Anyway, there's a lot of fields here, really good fields, really good field owners. Unfortunately, one by one, they're starting to close down. And so I only have one local field near me, and it's a dude's backyard. It's amazing. Wastelands Paintball, still a great field, and I go there to just brush up when I need to.
Cool.
It's the perfect 5v5 environment. It is fine. It's awesome. But long story short, I met my friend Shannon at Super Game Oregon last year. She's a fantastic individual. She's the head ref for the Super Game series. Just a phenomenal individual. To start this off, she hates my gut. She hated my guts when she first met me. She's like, "Hey, I'm kind of staging with Wolf and Todd Ansage from Behind the Bunker podcast." So she just looks at me like I'm just another YouTuber just occupying space in the tent. To be fair, I was. That's all, I was. And she did not like me whatsoever. Just did not like me. I didn't know it at the time, but looking at the footage of everything I recorded, I was like, ooh, she did not like. I got the dirty look every time the camera was Anyway, long story long. We ended up becoming really, really good friends after being at multiple events together. Super Game is one of my sponsors. And she introduced me to Jelly Ball. So Jelly Ball is like paintball meets airsoft, but you're shooting little gel Orbeez instead of paintballs. So I basically got on board with Jelly Ball and created this little company where I travel around to people's backyards with their permission, of course. Key point there. Yes. And I turned their backyard into a paintball field. So I bring these inflatable bunkers, I bring guns, I bring masks, I can do safety briefs, and I use my 13 years of paintball experience to host games for an hour and a half.
That's amazing.
So it's a lot of fun. It's just another way to kind of earn some cash when I wasn't at paintball events. And my wife stays at home. She's an awesome stay-at-home wife, and bills keep adding up. So I was like, all right, let's go in. Let's invest in this. We did 5 or 6 events last year, individualized birthday parties. And we ended up meeting with someone who had a tie to Poutine Feast, which is a mobile poutine festival that travels all over Ontario. So we, as of now, are traveling all summer long with this festival with
paintball and poutine.
Oh yeah,
that's a combo you just can't miss out on.
Oh, dude, it's So yeah, we're going all over the province. So we've got Peterborough, all the way to Petawawa. We're going to London, Sarnia, all these massive festivals with 20,000 plus attendees at some of them.
Wow.
So that's my summer this year, which kind of leads me to asking myself, what am I doing to play paintball? Okay, so on the weekends where I can find someone to cover my shift, I'll be playing paintball. If not, then I'm basically going to be running it back with the family, doing our family business. I can't miss this financial opportunity. The cool thing is, though, I've been pronouncing now. Poutine, man. Poutine, not poutine. It's not poutine. Poutine. Tin. Tin. Poutine. Okay?
You got
Français. Les Français disent poutine, pas poutine.
We've got 3 Quebecers on this podcast, so we're stomping on sacred ground here, okay?
I have to bust Byron's balls because I'm going to pause story time here.
Sure.
Gentlemen, have you ever in your life put sliced Kraft singles on your apple pie?
No, I have not.
Anyone else?
I think you know the answer to this question.
Mm-hmm. I know the answer to this question.
Yeah,
I know the answer. But my best friend, an American paintball sponsor, All Survivors Paintball, seems to think that Canadians like to put sliced cheese on apple pie and that it's a thing.
Interesting.
It is not a thing.
It isn't at all. It's an abomination.
Is that from South Park or something?
I met
Canada, cheese on
I
pie.
met Byron and Marie for the first time. We heard the story that Canadians love this. I'm like, I don't know who's telling you this, but that is not a thing. Ketchup chips, we're all over that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we ain't putting no sliced cheese on apple pie, bro.
It's like
never heard that. That must be a different country.
and a craft single on top of
not
it.
even the country.
You're not even putting cheddar or some old cheddar or maybe some brie.
We have oak and cheese shit. What?
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Like I was so gaslit into thinking that I was the crazy one.
No. Somebody somewhere pulled his leg and said, "Let's see how far we can get this going." Now, on the internet, it's official. He thinks we put sliced cheese on our.
That's
apple
it.
pie.
You know, there's a lot that's been said since January 2025 between Canada and the U.S. But this really pisses me off, though. The other stuff I can live with.
No true Canadian would say that.
Okay, so Byron says, to be fair, we heard this from someone who said they were Canadian.
Did you check
Byron, I'm telling you right now, you're hearing it
man.
from 5 Canadians. We don't do that.
Who is this? Who's the source? We need a fact check on this.
We need to find them.
Some son of a bitch from Alberta. There you
We
go.
need an interrogation.
Yeah. Oh, I was raised in Alberta. That's why I said that. It's true. They kicked me out.
Yeah, Owen's right. Ice cream on apple pie.
Ice cream on apple pie.
Yes.
That's
unless that's cheese.
All right,
to them, I don't
Byron believes us. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. We need to unify these people, Byron, and with unity is how we unify the Canadians and the Americans. Okay, we need unity in our lives, and there's only one place that you can get unity, and that is at Hell Survivors Paintball. Okay, they got this beautiful tiki bar. First off, I think every paintball field.
Whoa! Did you say beautiful tiki bar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro. They think I accepted a sponsorship because they have a cool field. They have a tiki bar. Nightmare gets fucked up.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So if you need unity in your life, you're gonna go down to Hell Survivor sometime this year, okay? And you're gonna go to the tiki bar, which is just on the other side of Grinder, which is an amazing part of their paintball field. It's like tubes on like a speedball style field. It's beautiful. Hyperball field.
Hyperball, yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're going to go to the tiki bar. You're going to ask for the unity shot. They're going to go, oh, yeah, we're going to give you a unity shot. All right. So it's a shot of Crown Royal. All right. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's Apple Crown Royal to represent the Canadians and the Americans. All right. And to solidify the whole thing, you're going to to represent the orange man, they put a Cheeto on top of the shot. All right. Now, here's what you do. You take the shot, you eat the Cheeto. I'm telling you, it sounds disgusting, but I've never been more unified in my life. I'm like, you know what? I love you Americans more and more. So yeah, it's the unity shot, only available at Hell Survivors Tiki Bar, and I highly recommend anybody who goes down there takes the unity shot. It is fantastic. It represents Canada and the United States coming together, and you get really, really, really quick.
That's beautiful.
So
another
it's fantastic, man.
Another good way for unity is, well, there's usually one or two in every strip club in town named Unity. So there you go.
I thought it was charity.
I got this.
No, charity is the warm-up act.
I've always wanted a Mercedes.
I usually leave after that.
A Mercedes.
In 2023, Craft Singles partnered with a little pie company to launch a limited edition Craft Singles apple pie.
Where's this?
What?
Mike's taking this to heart.
I couldn't let it go. I had to know where it came from. But I don't know, it just says a 5-inch pie with a cinnamon spiced apples and a melted slice of American cheese on top. It was just like a little, I don't know, collaboration that probably didn't catch on, obviously, because it's still not around. I don't know how it got to Canadians. It's a Canadian thing. I'm not sure how that came out.
Look, they make purple milkshakes out of God knows what part of Grimace, so I won't even. We'll stop talking about this. So
wait, who designed purple ketchup? I need to know that.
That went away.
Heinz. That was Heinz. It was
what
amazing.
What side of the border is Heinz on? Because that's what did it for me as a kid. I couldn't cross that line.
Well, they make it on both sides. I know it's a lot healthier over on the Canada side. There's like you turn it around, there's 5 ingredients, and you turn it around over here, there's like 35. But I'm not sure who the company is. But I remember that there was purple, there was green, there was all, because I put ketchup on my macaroni and cheese. So I used to be able to change it all different kinds of colors.
The stuff
dang.
you learn on this podcast.
Yeah.
I feel so educated today. It's great.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
Heinz is a
right.
German company. It's named after Heinz Guderian.
Well, there you go.
But that's a war joke. Yeah, there you go. It's figure the only guy who gets is the military guy. Come on. So the jelly ball, what's the furthest east you go in Ontario right now?
East. So like just if we're doing a backyard like party, like someone's backyard, I think we're capping it off at like Napanee. It's like
Okay, that's
so
reasonable.
because I work technically under a what's the word I'm looking for? Like almost like a franchise, but it's not a franchise. They try to cordon us off. So like I own the Belleville, Trenton, Brighton area. That belongs to Backyard Battles. So
Nice.
there can be
Your
no other
region.
jelly ball competitors that come in.
Yeah, region. Yeah.
So as soon as I hit Napanee into Kingston, there's actually another mobile jelly ball dealer there. So I technically can't cross into their territory.
Makes sense.
That being said,
We
I'm
don't
going
like
to
your
Poutine
pad around
Fest in
here.
Kingston. So
We
So
can
the
meet.
jelly ball community is kind of like, you know, the gangster community. You just
dude,
like,
it's bad. It's
watch each other's
You got your own
turf
hoods and
and
stuff.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got turf, man.
wow.
It's kind of cool though. So we've got two things that we do. We do a mobile arena. So basically, we inflate a wall, like a four walls,
I've seen
and then
that.
we have the paintball bunkers inside.
Mm.
And then we play inside that. If we don't have the space to set that up, then we do our shooting gallery, which we can use either glow in the dark balls or just standard balls. And basically, they shoot targets that light up, and it tracks on a tablet. And I mirror that to a monitor inside the cage, and they can see their
Oh,
score.
That's
and
really cool.
It's all mobile, right? So like, if someone's like, "Hey, we're having a work party, we want to do this and that." For my squadron's Christmas party, we actually took a hallway within the hangar, and I set up all the inflatables, and we just played in there. It was a fantastic time. I put up netting, had a staging area that I created. It was a blast. People are like, "Man, why don't we do this for PT more often? Why don't we do this for physical training?" I'm like, "Man, our squadron can't afford my prices, bro." So like, you guys got to deal this time. Next time, you guys are paying full price, suckers.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun.
That's going to take up most of my year this year. We got 14 events between May and I want to say, we're right into August, September. Like we got events sporadically,
Wow.
like to the point where I'm like, am I
Once a
going
week?
to D-Day? Am I going to Wasaga? Am I going to Super Game Oregon? Like I got invited this weekend to Super Game Oregon in May, and I'm for the first time ever, I'm going, oh God, do I go to an event to be with Wolf and Todd and all my buddies on the West Coast for American Paintball? Like I love them to pieces. I wouldn't want to miss them for the world. But I also have an event scheduled that weekend with 10,000 plus people coming through.
Look,
At
you're
$10 a
still.
pop,
Choose your battles.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Like,
look,
it's
You've been positively, and I can't emphasize that enough. Such a positive force on it. You shouldn't necessarily. It's good. I understand why you'd feel guilty or bad. You're helping. Okay, this is your business, but you're helping promote the sport like you always do to the ones that need to be targeted, the little kids like that. And I mean, I'm sure your freaking subscription count's going to go up considerably. It's like, by the way, even I'm wearing the swag. So come
I
on.
appreciate you, bro. I'm trying to separate church and state on this one a little bit, but we'll see. I'm curious to see if I can recreate my a new brand without trying to like double dip. You know what I mean? I've got the longevity in paintball. You know, I'm not as good as as I used to be in say 2018 when Tuna was my sidekick. Coattail rider extraordinaire, as he used to call himself. But I'm still on the field. I'm still kicking ass. I'm still having fun. I'm not the most serious guy on the field. I never will be. Unless I'm in full stealth mode, then I go serious. But I'm just out there to have fun, man. Like it's I don't care who wins and loses in paintball. I don't care what team comes home with a W. I'm the kind of guy who will play for red one day or the first day and play for blue the next. Just because I want to create memories, or if my job is to come in to make an event look fun, and one team's just absolutely getting dominated, well, I can't make good content out of that, right? So like my excuse will be like, oh, I want to play with everybody, which it is, because I do want to, but I also want to be able to make a video when it's all said and done, if all my cameras are working, that is, because they've gone
Yeah.
down more times than I can count this year. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got nice cameras. I always that's why I say, well, I got cheap cameras. So when they break, I don't cry, but then I also have cheap footage.
And honestly, if I miss the days when every single paintballer had a camera on, every single paintballer had a YouTube channel. We had a thriving ecosystem where people just wanted to get out there and make content, whether it was to make money, to get seen, to become famous, or just do what you do, Andrew, and just have a blast just making content. Like, not everyone wants to be the Mr. Beast of paintball. Not everybody wants to be Matt the Gym Rat. I appreciate the content you create because it's what you want to do. You're not making it because someone else or because it's going to go viral. Whereas I kind of teeter the balance. Like, I'm looking for that content I love, but that can go viral. You know, it's like, but then you get some guys who only want virality. You know, because that's where the dollars are. So it's it really is a tough balance. I've done it all. I've created like clip shows where people send stuff in. I've done my own fail compilations. I've done interviews, reviews, gameplay footage.
Oh yeah, you've hit it all.
Oh, you know what my favorite is?
What's your
You
favorite?
captured your own season-ending injury when you fought
I'm
your
still
knee.
suffering from that.
And seriously, explain the story. Explain this story, because at one point when it's like, no, he's not going to do that. Like, once it happened, you needed correction. Explain what happened in this, because it blew my mind, actually.
So I remember this day like it's the back of my hand. I'm playing at Storm Warning Paintball in Nova Scotia. There's a speedballer just ramping on us. Like, I mean, in most fields, that's the way it works, right? You go to a walk-on and you're just gonna get ramped on. But there's my cat, by the way. That's very distracting.
That's okay. I've been watching
Cameo,
it the whole time.
He does have an appearance fee. Not sure what it is, but it's probably just treats.
I told you not to sign that,
We
Connor.
got you covered. We got you covered.
All right.
That's catnip.
So I'm posted up in the woods. I'm shooting first strikes for probably like the third time in my life. I'm trying to conserve my ammo because these things are hella expensive, and I've got zero money coming in other than ad revenue. So essentially, this guy's shooting at me. I'm shooting at him. I lean onto my right foot, and as I lean onto my right, I pivot just enough that I feel my knee lock up, and I'm like, okay, my knee is in a bad way right now. I'm pretty sure I just caused a lockup. I get them all the time. I always have. What ended up happening is the game ends very shortly after. My buddy comes up to me, Hunter, and he goes, "Dude, you all right?" I'm like, "I just dislocated my knee, bro." He goes, "Oh, okay." He goes like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm okay." He goes, what do you want to do? I'm like, "All right, just pop it back into place. I do this all the time. Just grab my leg, pop it back into place. We're going to be good to go." So he does. He's like, doesn't even hesitate. He's like, "All right, cool, lay down." So I get on my back. He grabs my leg and just gives it one good tug. And you can hear the snap on the camera. Like, GoPros back then sucked, and it picked up the snap of my knee. It was loud. Little did I know that what I thought was a dislocation turned out to be a meniscus tear. So it's like that gel padding between your femur and your I don't know, your shin, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, whatever he did probably made it worse.
Yo, dude. So it went from a tear to a bucket handle tear, which basically means the vacuum that was created from him pulling my knee apart took the tear and flipped it on itself. And then the knee went back together. Yeah, 2016, I ended up with, 2016, I tore it. 2017, I had surgery. 9 weeks later, I was playing paintball.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a wild time. It was, you know, like, I kind of miss those days. Those were the days where I was hungry. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you just try so hard because you want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude, 9 weeks later, I was like, I got a surgery in January and I was back on the field for the game opener. I was like,
nice.
We're not screwed. I'm not messing around, man.
It's your camera.
crazy.
Your camera, you can see your arms holding your leg, and it's like, he's not going to show this. And he did it, and it's just that you feel it. I felt it with you. It's like, we've had that travesty together. We've lived through it. It's like, no, they're not. They're not. Couldn't turn it off.
It's like a war movie. Like, you get this crazy injury and you're like, you got to keep going. Just pop it back into place. Let's go. Oh,
you know what the wildest part of that video is? Like, so I got a YouTube short about it, and the comments are like, "Did he just stick his barrel in the mud?" I was like, bro, I broke my knee, and the last okay. So for context here, I'm using my MagFed marker as a crutch. All right, so like
That's
literally,
right.
this is back like before I taped the back the 13 CIs. I need to get those like dumb MCS slide on covers because someone's gonna make money somewhere. So I was using the handle of that cover as a crutch, and I'm planting my barrel, and I'm walking off the field, and dudes are like, "Oh, did you just stick your barrel in the ground? Oh, who does that?" I'm like, I don't care about my gun right now. I'm trying to get off the field, guy. Like, I broke my knee.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm not going to disrespect the barrel like that.
But you know what? Byron in the comments is right. I'm no stranger to paintball fails. I think that's what makes me who I am. I love posting the times that I screw up. Like, going into Super Game last year, dude, I'm telling you, if you've never been to a Super Game, you got to do it. There's so much paint everywhere. So if you're in Ontario, there is a Super Game that comes to Michigan. It's like 6 hours from where I'm at. It's 4 hours from Toronto. Okay,
9 hours and 25 minutes.
So
from West,
good. Paint is flying like you've never seen before, especially Super Game Oregon. So everything starts off beautiful. Let me just paint the picture here. Sniper's Den in Oregon does not host paintball games ever. All throughout the year, he maintains his field for Super Game. That's it.
Huh.
So he doesn't host rentals. He doesn't have gear. Super Game comes, uses his field that he keeps immaculate, and we play. So it is a very beautiful field to start. Shortly thereafter, it is blue. Everything is blue. Every tree, every bunker, everything is blue. So he's got these awesome sea cans in what they call the DMZ, the demilitarized zone. It's like a beautiful castle, middle of the field, bunch of sea cans around. So I'm sniping, doing my thing. I also snipe on the front line. I don't sit too far back unless like I'm absolutely getting my poo-poo pushed in. But that's a whole different story. But so I'm on the front lines with a bunch of speedballers, and this sea can has been pelted for like a day straight.
Yeah.
I'm shooting. All of a sudden, this dude comes barreling out of the sea can. In my mind, I'm already in that sea can. I'm like, I've already prepared to run inside of that thing. He runs out, he gets behind me, and he's like, I wouldn't go in there if I was you. I'm already taking my first step. I'm like, in my mind, I'm already in there. I was like, what would you say? And literally, as I go in, like, dude, the floor is slick.
Oh, yeah.
It's got pallets down, right? So, like, for a little bit of grip and to have the paint drip through it. No, man, it's so wet. The paint is so fresh. I run in, square on my back, dude. You see my feet in the video. Like, I'm running, and my feet just
like a cartoon,
legs down. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I need to get up before I get shot in the top of the head. So I get up real quick. Adrenaline's carrying me through. And then, you know, it was fine after that. And then shortly thereafter, I found like the world's biggest paintball cheater. It was great. That video blew up too.
Ooh.
But that happened like 20 seconds later. But yeah, it was a good time. It was a memory and a half. I love failing. It's my favorite part. Like, if you're not laughing at yourself, you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. If you're going out there to win, and that's the only mentality you have is just to win and not have fun, then you've completely ruined the purpose of like walk-on paintball, or scenario paintball, I'll say. Big game. My biggest advice I just want to give to anybody, and this is because I've seen on both sides of the border, nobody cares who wins and loses. Okay, in the heat of the moment, we care. You know, you want to raise the W. You want to help your general, who probably worked really hard to recruit the best players they could to create a good time for everyone. But if you're taking it to the point where you want to throw fists on the field, which I've seen more this season than I have in my entire career, go do something else.
Mm-hmm. You're in the wrong place.
I don't let paintball drama affect my life because paintball is my release. It has been since I started in 2012. I do this to escape the reality and my own mind of the stressors I deal with on a daily basis. I go out and I just do me, and I just happen to record it, make funny videos out of it. Sometimes serious, sometimes funny. Doesn't really matter. But the point is, I'm a guy who makes money off of what I do, and I still don't care who wins and loses. I'm just there to have a good time.
Yep.
So when someone's like, you can't switch teams, I'm like, the F I can't. I'm here to have a good time. Also, I know the organizer, so like,
Yeah.
I have no loyalty to anyone unless I'm specifically recruited for a certain color. So like Canadian Legends, I only played for red. Wolf and I together, we played for Danny. She did an amazing job rallying the troops, and we stayed on her team all weekend long. So we were flipping flags, we were going for objectives, we're trying to actually win, you know. But we're not getting so into it that we're getting upset with anything. Every game I've ever been to where someone's like, that team's cheating, I can turn around and tell you for a fact your team's cheating too.
Yep.
There is no honor in paintball. I'm telling you right now, everybody cheats. It's just who's better at hiding it. I'm telling you, playing on both sides at like multiple games throughout the last year, I'm telling you, both teams cheat. Both teams are always pointing the finger. In the grand scheme of things, who the hell cares? Nobody cares. You know who cares? You in the moment. But I'm telling you, by that next weekend, everyone's already forgot who won and lost.
Yep.
That's it.
Unless you're doing a tournament, then you have a bit of prestige. You have money on the line. You have a trophy. You have a reputation to keep. Hashtag 3v3 champion. Just throwing that out there. Not to brag. Video eventually. But MML champion, CMC champion, 3v3 champion. Hashtag just saying best fucking competitive Magfight player in the game.
Got him.
I'm just kidding. Sometimes you gotta let the ego out, right? You just gotta get. What did Hit the Hedgehog used to do? That little thing
Salt
to stay
Bay.
relevant. He was
Salt
trying to
Bay,
like
yeah.
Salt Bay. I don't know, whatever the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta do that. You know, you just gotta throw the ego out there. But no, seriously, like nobody cares who wins and loses. Go out, play, have a good time. Nobody cares.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, let's all go drink.
Yeah.
Let's go shoot each other, and I'll meet you at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably the Tiki Bar at Hell Survivors. I'm just saying, but regardless.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many events I go to where it is literally it's a festival the entire time. So if you're getting like white girl wasted and thinking that paintball's still serious, buddy,
White
I'm
girl
so wrong.
wasted.
I used to call it nightmare wasted, but then I started to get a little bit better. So now it's just white girl wasted.
Oh, God bless white girl wasted.
Oh, geez. Actually, last year's D-Day, okay, and Pat's actually here, Pat McGooey, who was the general.
Pat, I'm sorry for shooting you, bro. I saw your comment earlier. Sorry, bro. I thought you were on the enemy team, bro.
It
So
happens.
Wait, he was our
Yeah.
general. What the hell?
No, this is the 3v3 tournament. Don't worry, the video's coming out. I'm still working on it.
We
When I
lost
get
points
time.
because of that.
No,
Actually,
but we lost the match.
Uh-oh.
Last year, our side, it's 50-50 chance. We did pretty good all day. We clearly had won the game on that, and it's like, okay, whatever. So we're going to do final battle. And I wish I would have done this, but for final battle, a lot of the guys on the, I'd never play in final battles because, you know, it's usually some sort of thing like you'll get a million times. And it's like, dude, I get hit enough during the game. I'll leave that for the young ones. But Pat's there saying, man, I really need your guys there. We really need this. They really amped up the points for this. It's like, okay, we'll go in. But the other team didn't have enough players. So they grabbed like, I don't know what, 20 guys or something from our team to go the other side.
No, yeah.
And the only thing I thought was, I wish I would have gone on the other side. That would have been fun shooting at my team.
It's the best, man. Like, where else are you going to find people who are willing to pay money to get shot at and shoot people? We are a special breed of just ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And all that disposable income we have for it too.
Oh, man. Listen.
No, dear, I don't have any new equipment.
No, that's an old paintball gun.
That's an old paintball gun.
Everyone's like, man, I want to get sponsored in paintball and have so much money. It's like, no, you want to get sponsored in paintball just to afford to play.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Go play for paint.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, to anybody who thinks that there's I don't know, a pot of gold at the end of the paintball rainbow, there is, but there's only a very select few who get to dip their toes in it.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, not everyone's crossing that rainbow.
I know who's currently sitting in it. It's not me. But I have dipped my toes. I've dipped my fingers in that pot. It is nice. It is a wonderful thing to see. But it is not like when you see someone making content on the daily, it's usually for the passion and for the love of what they're doing. It is not because they're getting Mr. Beast money and that's their full-time job. There's very few people in paintball whose full-time job is content creation for paintball. You literally have to give up everything you have to do to get to that level, and then build yourself up. And people have done that. Barker and Matt the Gym Rat are the prime examples of that.
I love Barker.
I love both of them to pieces.
Can I want to get an opinion on this. Is might have been D-Day last year. Everyone's talking. They're sitting there talking about people that make YouTube videos. The usual guys came up. You came up, obviously. Wolf came up. And they asked me, they said, well, what's one of your other ones like? And I go, Barker. And everybody, and they go, well, he's not paintball video. It's like funny. It's like, what?
No, he's paintball.
His videos are freaking awesome.
Oh, hell
it's like, they're not really paintball videos. I'm not even sure if he's good. It says, you haven't seen his videos. He's actually pretty damn good, but it's like walking into the record store. And if you like contemporary, if you like reggae, if you like rock, if you like whatever, paintball's got that to offer. And just like the videos, when you're talking about the heyday of paintball with all the content creators,
man,
I mean, I just like watching guys strapping that thing on and they just play. I don't know where they're playing or whatever. You just see it and you just like immerse yourself in it. Well, that's a question. You played paintball for about, I guess it might have been 2 years on the West Coast when you were based there.
Yeah.
My dad was based for a number of years in Comox, by the way, when he was back in the 60s.
Oh, Comox, such a good base.
Oh, it's and Campbell River up the river.
Family was in Comox for 10 years. He was aircraft maintenance at the base.
Oh, yeah,
beautiful town, and like it's just gorgeous there.
Well, when?
Now in Quinty West.
Oh, okay, because my dad was doing aircraft maintenance back in the 60s there too. But look, I know that it's very expensive to play paintball there, and it could as if it's cheap here. But was there anything about the fields there? Because I used to go to Vancouver Island. I used to go to Vancouver all the time, and the massive trees and that. What were the fields like there, honestly?
Oh my God, dude, they were so good. BC has a terrain that no other province ever will. I played at Renegade Fields for what is the team name? Give me a second. I've got their patch up on my wall. Oh my God. Hellfire had their own private field. It was Renegade to the max. Dude, it had like BC trees. I'm telling you, those ones that you could hide 3 people behind.
Yeah.
It had rock faces. It had cliffs. It had this. It had that. The terrain, amazing. It is just incredible. One of my favorite fields there was TNT Paintball. They had their own issues, I guess. BC is an expensive place to live. If you're going to live there, you're going to do any hobby, anything like that, you got to have the pockets to do so. And that's kind of, that hurt me, not like trying to support a family of 4, single income, in BC and living in BC, and then trying to do like paintball on top of it was just not happening. So their downside was the cost of paint. So I love the fields they had. It was kind of like the mini putt of paintball, right? So you show up and they got like a bunch of mini courses that you could play. You'd always have your favorite ones. I'd sit out of the ones I don't like. But they did have like some really, really cool fields where there was the cars and towers and like a hill you could climb and trees and cliffs. And like, it's just a very cool vibe. What killed me was I was paying premium paint prices for practice grade paint. So a case of paint was like $200 some plus.
Oof.
A bag of paint, $80.
Oh my Lord.
So MagFed was awesome.
Yeah.
What makes MagFed awesome is not only is it cheap, but if you can find the right brand of paint that shoots straight, it's a win, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you're shooting practice grade paint from a MagFed gun, your balls after 10 feet are going left and right. They're just hooking. I've got videos of me using my box mag for the very first time, and when I got that thing dialed in, you're watching the paint zip, 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 and then it's just left and right, left and right, left and right. And like, it's hard to make content with this, guys. Like, I'm having fun, don't get me wrong, but it is hard to make content with this. And I would say that was the biggest downside was the cost of paint. The scenarios were good. Unfortunately, there was not much on the island, so I had to travel to the mainland. To travel to the mainland is another $200 expense on top of your already busy day. So if I was going to go play a big game on the mainland, it was get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, hit the ferry for 6 or 7, and drive from the ferry to get to the field by like 9 or 10. I'd always miss brief because, you don't control when the ferries leave. And then you play your game and you got to hit the ferry on the way home. So like it added an extra $200 in travel expense just to play. It was rough. It was really hard. You could see that the West Coast paintball scene, like the players are the best. Some of the coolest players I've ever met in my life, but like just the cost to play really killed my drive to want to get out and play. When it's cheaper to go down to an event in the States than it was to play in Canada, I'm like, oh, yeah. That was my first ever super game, was on the West Coast, and I was like, okay, shit, dude, like you guys know how to play paintball down here. All right, let's do this. And I've been going to Super Game Oregon almost every year, except for like 2 maybe since I've discovered them. But yeah, it's good. It was a good place to play. Very expensive. You gotta have pockets to play. They're suffering from the same thing everybody is. Cost of living is getting expensive, right? So the numbers aren't always there. But you know what? Sometimes some of the best fields I've ever played at had like 8 people on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, that's something we've learned. Our game days are Saturday morning. It's regular walk-in day. Sometimes there's like parties, so it's like, well, the 10 or 12 of us from C1D, we'll just play together and we'll do our own thing. We'll do MagFed. You can go a little more serious. Not serious because we're not like that, but you don't have to play down. But we love it playing with the walk-ins and everything like that. It's the best. It's man. Great. It is the best. You just leave the world. You
never know what you're going to get when you play with a set of walk-ons either, right? Like, there's been days where I walk in and I wipe the field. It just so like when just to be clear, I don't use first strikes against walk-ons. I never will. Okay. That is a big game mentality. When I go play walk-on, I'm just there to have fun. I'll shoot round ball all day. I'll buy 2 bags of paint. That'll do me no problem. But like there's days where I walk in and I wipe the field, but there's days where like they are vicious animals.
Oh yeah.
And you don't know what you're like, you don't expect a human being to operate like that on the paintball field. The next thing you know, like you got a barrel to your temple. You're like, son, how did you get there?
Do you remember when the kids executed me?
Yep.
So Connor and I, there's a kids party there. And they were watching us play before they got on because we started in the morning, and I think they started like at 1. So they're sitting there playing, and they see all our MagFed markers and that. I mean, even like my TMC, it's all duded up. But they're looking in that, and it's like, well, they're playing. You guys want to use my gun? We're offering our guns. They go, no, they're low impact. And it's like, well, make a deal. And it says, we'll go into the field. This is at Warzone Paintball, our home field. And the owner there, or is Natalie behind the counter, can we borrow 2 low impact? Connor and I are going to play against those kids. She's like, yeah, no problem. Gives us balls. We go there. So these little kids are walking around, and they might be 9 or 10 tops. And we're sitting waiting in the building. Anyway, I end up going out, and it's like they're all coming to me. It's like, don't shoot. And I put my gun down, and I get on my knees, and I go like this, like a prisoner to be funny, right? And I'm going, don't shoot. Little son of a bitch goes up beside me, pops me in the side of the head. And the only thing I remember when I'm on the ground in pain is it was Trent, one of the guys on our team, saying, I'm pretty sure that's a war crime.
Yeah.
Go Canada.
Yeah, go Canada.
That's something
remember our roots.
Yeah. I love doing, man. I love giving people a good death cam. Like, case in point, I'm in the middle of a MagFed tournament in 2014 with Pat McGooey. And I'm the last guy on the field. I'm surrounded. It's like a 3-on-1. Dude clips me in the chest. I look down, I'm like, I'm not seeing break. I look over at the ref. I'm like, yo, paint check. And he's like, like he sees what's about to happen. And he's like, you're out right now. Like, so I'm looking at him, and this other player comes wrapping around, and he just lit like in the chest. Boom, 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 boom. So I give the traditional like boom to my knees. Boom to my head on the ground in the middle of a tournament. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have fun. Like, you
throw your hands up like platoon, like
just gave him a death cam of all death cams. I love when people shoot me and I'm in such a good mood that like I don't care that you just shot me. Let's be funny. You know what I mean? Wolf did it to me at D-Day 2 years ago. I'm sneaking through the woods, and it's like the greatest thing ever. He's in full wolf mode. He's hiding. I don't see him. And all I hear is, surrender, player. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, I'm playing dumb. I'm like, what? Surrender, player. Bro, what color are you on? not on your team. I'm like, you sure? I'm like, what color you want? I'm looking at my armband. I'm just trying to find him. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to look for him. I don't. He's like, don't make me do it, brother. You really don't want to make me do this. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. No. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I put my gun down. I'm like, Wolf, don't shoot me, please. Oh, no, please don't shoot. No. And then of course, his gun's always on 3-round burst because God forbid the man plays single fire. I take six shots to the chest.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, and I fall down and I take his footage or grab my footage. I compile it together just to make a funny video. But it's just like, have fun. Like, it's not about wins and losses. Just create memories for people, man. Like, and I think that's what anybody who wants to do what I do, what Wolf does, what any name in paintball does, is you're there to create memories. We're not there to change the tides of the team. We're not there to change the game. We're not there for the outcome. We are like, I consider us like sideshow workers at a circus. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, people are waiting in line for their food and you got this guy just that, to me, that's what we do. We're there to entertain. We're there to make your experience be the best that it can be. I'm not there to stroke my ego. I got enough other things in my life that I can do that with. Traveling to paintball events is not one of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm there to do a job. My job is to entertain and to have fun and to make sure that, like, I'm not there to cause drama. My paintball cheater video that blew up recently, where Buddy like stood there, took all the shots. I threw a paintball grenade at his feet.
Yeah.
Dude, the comments on that were like, dude, you said no hate? Dude, all the hate in the world. Like, no, like, you don't understand. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, in the grand scheme of things, you just gave me content. Cool. Yeah. I appreciate you. I'm going to make money off this. Secondly, this is just like, I'm just mad for the players who are legitimately mad, that want to throw fists, that do get angry when, you know, things don't go their way. Like, I'm looking out for you, guy. Like, there are angry people that take paintball too seriously. So it's like, just get off the field. Just please go. Please go. And you don't want to go. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to call a ref over. But yeah, like, they were like, why didn't you throw hands? Why didn't you get upset? I'm like, that because that's not in my job description.
Yeah.
My job is not to go there and cause drama. You know, that if I go there and cause drama, you know what happens? I lose out on a flight to the next big game.
Yeah.
I don't get invited back. I don't get to like go hang out with my buddies on a cool weekend. I don't get to go promote, which is what I love to do more than anything. You know, I lose out on that opportunity. So for me to get my ego in the way of someone not calling their hits, there's bigger fish to fry. You got to look at the big picture of things. If I have a blow up on the field, guess what? I'm not coming back.
Yep.
And
you know what?
Will upset more people than it will make me feel good.
Yeah. I'm not an angry person. Well, got my son here. He's seen me for the last 23 years. I have my moments, but I'm not an angry person usually on the field. Something will upset you now and again, but I do find with the camera on, sometimes it's like, okay, you got to watch what you say and all that. And you just say heat of the moment and all that.
That's what editing's
like,
for.
You know, that fucking guy.
Who said that?
Him?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, Mike said it. That's what editing's for.
Yeah. I edited a lot of stuff out like that.
I need to know. I'm hanging out with people. They're like, hey, man, I'm sorry for swearing so much. I'm like, dude, I got the censor beep as a hotkey on my stream deck. I'm just editing. It's like beep, 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 beep.
So Connor hasn't lived through, because usually I'll play and I'll have my camera on. Usually I have the POV camera too. And then Connor will have his. Worst case scenario, it's both of our helmet cams. Connor, I don't cut my swears up, but Connor, some of the stuff he says sometimes, it's like, yeah, that third, you've said it at least once. Yeah, that third game, I kind of was talking shit. And it's like, oh, I'm going to edit that one first, man. And then I go to look at it. It's like, I can't use this.
But you know what? Sometimes you just got to get out there and, like, you got to talk shit because it's part of the game. You know what I mean? But just don't take it seriously. Like, I'll walk out there and be like, how do you like my first strikes, baby? That's right. I send you guys all packing and running in the opposite direction. Just I'm shooting them like they're round ball. 20 rounds of first strike will make a whole platoon turn around. I'm telling you. It's so sometimes you get in those moods where, you know, you see the enemy on the like, dude, it's like something out of a freaking war movie, bro. You see a bunch of players getting ready. They're lining up. You're like, oh my God, here we go. Like, Super Game's the perfect example of this. they're getting ready to rush. They're coming into DMZ. They're lining up. They're, let's go, guys. You hear it through the woods. You're like, oh my God, we're about to get run over. Like, this is going to hurt. You know what? It'll send like 75 grown men running in the opposite direction, 21st strikes over the top of their heads.
Yeah.
From one side to the other. Just,
Yeah.
and they're like,
you hear it. You
oh,
hear
shit.
those.
And they run.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. And then, of course, you get an ego out of that. You know, you're just like, yeah, that's right. You run away from the nightmare. You know, but it's all in fun. It's not like serious ego. You know what I mean? It's you're just, it's part of the game. There's the mental aspect. There's a reason why I don't run a mic when I play paintball. I want you to know that I know where you are.
Yeah.
Once again, Nightmare, you teach me something about proper paintball editing. It took me 9 years, but there you go. Cut the mic.
I'm telling you, man, you just gotta have fun sometimes. You just, whatever you're gonna do in paintball, just have fun doing it. Just respect everyone, have a good time, and you know, it's all good. You know what I mean?
Secretly, I want to go to a field in some town where nobody knows me, and I get the rental gear, and I just mess things up.
I hate that term, explore. I hate that. Meg dumped the pores.
No.
I'm one of the pores, bro.
Yeah.
Why do you think I work so hard to rep the companies I do? It's because I can't afford this shit on my own.
He wears carbon pants as fucking pajamas.
We're all poor. We play
Jeez. In your ivory tower, you say that? Shit.
I'm just saying, man. I'm a starving artist. Some days, you know, it's like everyone thinks that Nightmare PB makes the big dough, but those days dried up. You
Nightmare
know, I tell
PB is a great ambassador to the game. And any event you go to where that guy's there, and go talk to him. I missed my autograph poster last D-Day. I was trying to corral these bastards and the rest of the guys on my team. Tell them to be ready for the second half. And I'm sitting there, and it's like maybe he put one beside and autographed it. I asked Wolf too, but that doesn't matter. No.
Hey, man, you just come by anytime. When if we're with the Intensity team, Sean has always got our posters ready to go. I'm like, yo, Sean, you got a poster and a pen, bro? He's like, yeah, dude, I got you. And yeah,
you know what? I want Sean's autograph.
Dude,
that
Sean
man, that
dude is he's been. So not a lot of people know this. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out here right now. 2025
exclusive. C1D exclusive.
Cue
the music.
Maybe I've got something here for this. Let's see what I got. Maybe it's like,
oh shit,
the C1D exclusive.
Yes.
Oh,
beautiful.
All right.
Once again, we're minor leagues. We got the pro here.
I used to stream. What can I say? So I went in to 2025 with one mentality and one mentality only, and it was that 2025 was my last season.
Ooh.
Nobody knew it. I was hanging it up afterwards. Hi, Cat. Sorry, ADHD and all. So yeah, I walked in basically and I said, 2025 is it. I'm done. I'm hanging it up. The money's not there. It's costing me more than it is to operate the business, which is what this is to me. It is a business, but I have fun doing what I do. Okay. That's the difference between having a business and a job, is that a job is not fun, but a business can be. So this is a business to me. So I've been in taking a loss for a while, and I'm like, you know what? The kids are growing up. I've missed out on a lot. I've deployed a few times. I'm constantly gone for paintballs. Like, I'm done. Like 2025 is it. I'm just going to go out, have a good season, and that's it. I'm done. Very first event I go to. It is the North versus South. I can't even remember the name of the event now. It's changed so many times due to political correctness. It was Canada versus United States at Hell Survivors. HR Tactical put it on. Save 10%. Use code NightmarePB at checkout. So while I was there, I met the field owners. So there was a tank, the Goblin. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It's the big green tank. It's got like yellow tiger stripes on it. It's a gorgeous tank. So I'm helping the guy put this tank together for the event because that's what I do. I show up early and I help out where I can. And I run up to this guy who's wearing a Hell Survivors jersey, and I'm like, yo, man, you work here? And it just happens to be Byron, and he goes, work here? I own the place. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, hey, man, I'm Nightmare. I'm a paintball YouTuber. I love what I do. I did the whole spiel. And he's like, oh, cool, man. Long story short, me and him hit it right off. Real good time. So Matt brings me down for this event, HR Tactical. I then have a scheduled event at Super Game like a weekend later. So I went from Michigan all the way to Oregon on a flight the next weekend, where I happened to meet Marie and Byron again, the owners of Hell Survivors. So they're hanging out in the VIP tent with Wolf, Todd, myself, and all the event people. And at that point, they're starting to dig my vibe a little bit. They're like, okay, this guy's a cool dude. So anyway, by the end of the event, they're like, he's coming back to our field again for Monster Game in like 2 weeks. And I go to Monster Game 2 weeks later. So it just so happened, like in those 3 events, I met what is now my field sponsor. I met HR Tactical for the first time. And I met Sean was pushing me behind the scenes the entire off season. Like, hey man, what are you doing this season? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Not knowing that I was going to retire. But it just so happened, like it was just one good thing happening after another. And it was just, maybe it's because of the energy I was putting out into the universe, saying like, this is it, I'm done. No matter how this season goes, I'm going to go out having a good time because it's my last. I ended up getting sponsored with Insta360, made a bunch of videos for them, got a ton of cameras out of the guys, which is fantastic. Great cameras. You can use code Nightmare PB there as well. HR Tactical is a paying sponsor, and that's very rare in paintball. I'm going to tell you right now, if someone tells you they're sponsoring you and they're not putting a paycheck in your pocket, they're not sponsoring you. It's an affiliate deal, just so you know. Which that's a whole nother topic I on for a whole nother day, which really pisses me off about this industry, but I'll save that for a sober day. Or an extra drink. I don't know. Anyway, so
cheers to that.
I've got a lot of gripes with a lot of big companies in this industry, and there'll be a tell-all someday, just not today. Yeah. So anyway, a lot of really good things started happening left and right, and suddenly I'm like, oh my god, like there's all these commitments. They're like, what are you doing for 26? I was like, oh, I guess I'm playing paintball. You know what I mean? Like, I walked in thinking I was done this season, just to turn around and be like, "Oh, I guess I'm not." Like,
that's the universe saying that we need you. We need you here.
Maybe, but so like that's my mentality. I've decided that's my mentality every season. From now on, April starts. I'm walking in saying it's my last season. So 2026, you're hearing it for your first. It's my last season.
See what
anything else is gravy. You play on your own terms. You walk away, whether temporary or whatever, on your own terms.
Yeah. And that's just it. Like, I don't know when it's going to happen, but when it happens, I'm sure I'll let people know, be like, hey man, this is my last one. And this is where I'll be, you know? I don't want my last game ever to be during the off season. I don't want to just walk away from a high and be like, okay, I'm done. Yeah. But I'm walking in every year. Like, this could be my last year. I'm not playing a lot this year. I'm telling you right now, this will be one of the years I don't play a lot. But what's really cool is I was really lazy last season. So I'm sitting on an entire season's worth of content on my hard drive. There you go. Nightmare's not going nowhere. I'm still editing and uploading. It's just going to be from last year. Yeah. I'm going to get up to a few events this year. I'm humming and hawing whether I want to go do backyard battles and make good money, really good money, or if I want to go out and just have fun. Like, or if I'm lucky, I'll find someone who can take my spot in the business for a weekend, still run that event, and still go play paintball.
Sneak away, yeah.
That's kind of, I'm trying to double dip. I'm going to burn out like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to end up with more gray hairs than Andrew. But, you know, as is life, you know, stress brings, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger or put you in the grave earlier, one of the two. So we'll figure out what happens.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm just here for a good time, man. Like, that's just it. I don't, I just want to have fun. That's all I want to do. I just want to go out and have fun. I had ambitions of being like the Mr. Beast of paintball once upon a time, but
it's too look. It's too niche of an industry. When you're talking about YouTube, where you know, you'll get more views of, I don't know, nuns having fun, you know, playing tennis and stuff like this, something obscure.
It. Yeah.
I mean, it's only so big of a market with that, but you know what though, it's still. You know, we don't have the YouTube money like some of these. Connor shows me all these guys for the past like 10 years on YouTube, right? The stuff he shows me, these people making money, and then I got this girl on my feed for YouTube all the time. I couldn't get her off. I don't know why, but anyway, that's a whole other story.
That's the algorithm at work, sir.
That's the algorithm at work. Yeah. I don't know what that's. I don't even know what that's about.
You click on it once and you're hooked forever, bro. You know? It knows. Yeah, you heard it here live. Chat. Andrew's gooning over chicks on the internet. Yeah. I knew Connor was gonna laugh at that.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
D1
most of them
to Emiru. Yeah.
Most of them look like girls, and then all of a sudden it's like, what's that? doing there? No.
Angling.
All right.
This must be a Thailand site.
originating from,
Yeah.
bro? Thailand?
I've derailed the outro. Jesus Christ. Connor, you got anything else to say? Anything else to say to the guest here? The guest.
I'm sweating, bro. I'm having so much fun. I'm sweating. It's probably the alcohol sweats, but I'm having a good time one way. Man, work's gonna suck tomorrow.
That's what we guarantee. Always a good time with C1D.
Yeah.
It is. I'm so honestly, guys. I really want to thank you so much for having me here. It truly means the world. I don't care if I'm on a show that has 30 some odd viewers or on a show that has 1 or 2. The fact that you guys reached out to me to be here with you guys to basically invite me into your home, the place where you guys operate, to just shoot the shit about paintball and pull back the curtain a little bit and show you guys, the less glamorous side of the fame and glamour. It's a blast. It's always a vibe. I love talking paintball. I love trying to motivate people to want to get out there and just have more fun. So you guys giving me the platform to do that is just it's phenomenal. Sometimes this is the kick in the ass I need to remind me that I truly do love what I do and to get back out there and keep doing it.
Love it.
Well, look, I wouldn't be doing half the stuff I'm doing if it wasn't for you other guys showing, just sharing that. I had a talk with you at D-Day about some other stuff behind the scenes there. I thanked you for, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for that again. And it's going to be all kinds of rumors swirling on the internet. The dark web of paintball. What's he talking about? It involves a hamster, a golf ball, and a short length of rope. Let that soak in. Okay. Connor, did you say your piece here?
No, I'll go ahead now. Thank you so much for coming on. It was great having you. I've had, not on the podcast, but in university and stuff, I've had, went to lots of conferences and guest lectures of these famous scholars and whatever. And from all those, I've kind of just walked away just feeling that it's so artificial or whatever, when it's these renowned people and stuff. And when my dad told me he was gonna message you, it's I'm gonna try to get Nightmare on the podcast. I'm like, okay, good luck. He's a great guy, but it's he's so busy. But,
he knows me. He knows me.
Listen. I'm not a whore, but $5 is $5.
Let's go.
$5.
Yeah, but no, to have you on and to have such a great conversation, I walk away feeling I learned. Not learn you're educating us you're the elder, but it's you're such a foundational pillar of what I see paintball in. So it's so cool to have this experience, to have this chat. So yeah,
thanks, man. That means a lot. It really does. I'm really glad my camera's not picking this up. I'm pretty sure there's a goddamn tear in my eye right now. What's up with this dust? I think my cat just took a shit. Shit. Oh man, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Going down. I appreciate you, Connor. Thank you so much for the kind words, bro.
No problem.
Mike, how do you follow that up?
Oh,
or did you spend all your efforts into that intro video?
Yeah. Someone's gonna get my ego in check tonight.
Yeah, we gotta put Connor at the end. He's so hard to follow. But yeah, no, I just want to thank you, man. I got into paintball a little later in life than all these guys, just 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago. So I wasn't too familiar with paintball or even, the YouTubes, all that good stuff. But getting into it, seeing what you do with the community and stuff, it's amazing. I love your content. It's beautiful. I do have to know, and I'm sorry, I apologize if this is common knowledge. I need to know. So if you looked at the intro, Nightmare, in my head, I'm just thinking Nightmare, Freddy Krueger. I kind of put it towards there. But
I let him run with it. I
just ran with it. I actually have no idea how you got your name, and I would just love to know how you got that. Yeah. So I'm sorry again if this is common knowledge and I'm the only one.
It's not common knowledge, but it's the most ridiculous story ever.
Let's hear
your mother, right? She gave it to Nightmare. Oh, is it just my mother?
All right. So long story short, it was my gamer tag.
Oh,
So-
okay. All right, there you go.
Nice.
So I used to run a clan. We were a top 50 Call of Duty clan back when Call of Duty Wars was a thing.
Mhm.
Back when Call of Duty Ghosts, I think it was, when I stopped playing. We were fueled by hatred. We were a top 50 Call of Duty clan. And I got tired of being, my gamer tag at the time was Abrupt Assassin.
Mhm.
And I got tired of being like, assassin by like all these kids like looking up to me, like obviously the clan leader. Like it just pissed me off to no end. So I changed it to FBH Nightmare, and I was like, okay, well that's my gamer tag. So then I started recording paintball. That's a whole nother story how I got into that. Long story short again. I was like, I need a name for this YouTube channel. And I was like, I don't know, man, like Nightmare Paintballs. I play Nightmare Plays Paintball. Nightmare Paintball. All right, that's what it is. And then I didn't like Nightmare Paintball. It just didn't roll off the tongue. And then Nightmare PB was born. I was like, all right, Paintball PB. Let's go.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, Nightmare PB is where that came from. Just my gamer tag. Looking back on it now, if I would have kept the abrupt assassin name, I probably would be in the Assassin Alliance right now.
There you go. That's awesome though. That's sweet. I actually, just to finish off, I kind of altered my gamer tag into my paintball name, I guess. Well, I ended up Bonnie and Clyde with my wife, but my YouTube is Big Taffy, which evolved from Banana Taffy, which is just a long story that I won't even get into. But that was my gamer tag for years. Yeah, that I got. Yeah. So I rolled that into my paintball life too. So that's kind of cool. That's sweet, man.
That's
Thanks for
tight, bro.
sharing that.
That's super tight. No problem, man. That's what like very people know where the name Nightmare comes from. It's a name that I love to hate and I hate to love.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have a different name. I've always wanted to have something catchier. I always wanted to just be something that wasn't Nightmare, because I'm not a nightmare, you know, like, unless I'm competing, that's when I'm a nightmare. I turn into a different cat. But it's really cool. What's Byron saying here? It's amazing seeing kids tugging on their dad's shirt and pointing, saying, hey, that's Nightmare. And I say, he's really cool. Go over there and he'll say, hey, he'll love to meet you. And the kid finally goes over and is beyond excited to meet you. Byron, okay, I got a video coming out real soon, and it's going to be like one of those like what the kind of videos. I met this kid. I just remembered his name like 10 minutes ago, and now I can't remember. Think of it. He came up to me at Hell Survivors. His dad was a huge fan of mine. His dad introduced him to my videos, and he gave me a signed hockey puck, which is in this drawer back here. I got a little drawer of all my trinkets I get whenever I go to events. He signed a hockey puck. He's a little hockey player. Dude, if you saw this kid, and you will in this video, you'll understand. He's got the mullet and everything, shaved sides. super like hockey player vibe. Kid's like 8 years old.
Ontario.
And he gives me a bottle of maple syrup and a hockey puck that he signed. And he was just the coolest kid, man. And he was geeking out. His dad was geeking out. We made a video together. I still got to post it. But Byron's absolutely right, man. And Byron, I appreciate you sharing that story, because it happens a lot. And I love when people pull me aside to just say hi.
Yeah.
It validates what I do. Because at the end of the day, I don't do it for money. You can't do it for money. You do it for what makes you feel good on the inside. So knowing that I motivate someone in some capacity to just be a happier person, this kid was walking around smiling for the rest of the event. Everywhere I went, like I'm always side-eyeing, I'm always wearing glasses. So long story short, if anyone ever catches me on a paintball field, I'm always wearing glasses. And the reason why I'm wearing sunglasses is because I don't want people to know that I'm staring at them. I'm a people watcher. And it's really cool watching people geek out but not want to come say hi.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You're like, just come say hi. I'm here, but I don't want to be the weirdo who's like, hi, I saw you looking at me. Do you want to say hi? Like,
Yeah.
I've been staring at you for the last 10 minutes. I noticed you were looking at me.
But yeah, I love it, man. It's one of my favorite things is when I can make someone's day. If one person can go, man, you are the reason why I came here, or man, I'm I followed you down here, or whatever, man, it just makes what I do so worth it. And when the organizers who invite me and pay a stupid amount of money to get me on a flight across the country to go be at these events, when they see that, I think it just validates like their reasoning for like wanting to have me there. You know, like I'm a vibe. What can I say? Let's go have some fun. You know, like you bring the peanut butter, I'll bring the jelly. Let's go make a sandwich. You know?
Yes, beautiful.
Well, I don't know how to segue into Jeff from that one.
I don't know if I want to.
Jeff's known for just popping purple smoke and throwing it all over the field.
We need
Jeff.
that.
The field makes a lot of money when C1D pulls up.
I gotta talk to EG there, see what we can arrange. No, I've seen your videos for the years. I really got. I had a medical issue back in 2020, and that's when I was really I was home a lot, and that's how I found Andrew and C1D and a lot of I called the other Wolf and yourself before, but I got a chance to really catch up on everyone's on their pages and their catalogs, if you want to call it that. And I really enjoy your content. I really enjoy it's just pure play. I just enjoy watching the pure play and the results and your kills. It sort of kept me inspired to get better and to recover, because I wanted to get playing again. I wanted to play again a lot more often, and that health issue had kind of said, time's not guaranteed, so you might want to get on that. Mm-hmm. So thank you very much for your videos and your content, and like I said, I really enjoyed watching a lot of your stuff during my recuperation.
Well, thanks, man. It truly means a lot to me. It's just, again, it's one of those stories where you just hear that something I did helped get someone through something. Mm-hmm. I've had a few stories that have come across my inbox over the last few years, and nothing warms my heart more than that. I've had some real serious, talked off a ledge conversations with people. I don't know if he's going to want me telling them this story, but I'm going to do it anyway because he's a cool dude. There's another YouTuber down in South America. His name was Tuerta PB. Great dude. Awesome guy to talk to. He told me a story that he was thinking about just not being there anymore. You know what I mean? And then one day the algorithm showed him one of my videos and he goes, "What the fuck is this?" And now he's a paintball YouTuber. You know what I mean? And he's just wow. When you get stories like that, it really warms my heart. It doesn't have to be as big as that, or as it can be as simple as someone watching my videos while doing the dishes. It's that escape from reality. It takes you away. There's a reason why I blur half my vision to get my cameras where they are. It's because I want people to feel what I feel. Yeah. I'm willing to risk my personal safety to get people to feel the way I feel when I'm out there playing, being a complete jackass. Mm-hmm. So if that's what I have to do to make someone experience or feel something, I'm willing to do it. So to know that I was able to, be there for you during your recovery, that's so awesome, man. I've used this word a lot tonight, but it's a vibe, man. It's super cool, man.
I think that's the word that sums up Nightmare PB is a vibe for sure. That's what I'm getting out of the show, at least.
Come hang out with me at a HR Tactical tent down in Michigan at a Health Survivors event. You'll see a vibe.
Let's go.
It's kind of cool. So to kind of segue a little bit, when I stage with HR, I've got my own VIP tent to myself with him and his buddies. But what we do is I fold down the wall in front of me where my table is, and it's right in his store.
Oh, so nice.
As people are coming in and buying stuff, I'm staging behind a half wall and just talking. I'm like, "Oh, do you really like that CRBN mask?" I'm like, "Bro, I love my CRBN mask." Yeah. I'm like, "It's the lightest mask. Here, lift this." And they're like, "Huh." That's not light. I'm like, "Oh, no, I'll go grab one of his that are on the wall. Those ones are light, mine's not, because I'm dumb and want to make cool content."
We get 8 pounds of cameras on here.
It's a vibe, man. I will jump over that wall to meet people. I'm like, dude, I'm on Red Bull the entire time that I'm at a paintball event, so it's gonna be a vibe. I'm either gonna have a good time or go into cardiac arrest. Roll the dice, we'll see what happens. Come on,
one and a two. Woo!
Well,
I like to have a good time, man. If like I said, my paintball for me is my escape from reality. Reality sucks. Turn on the news for 5 minutes at any point in your day. You realize how much life sucks right now. Go play paintball. Forget all that shit.
Yes, please.
For sure.
Well,
you say that you're before like that you're working at a circus, that your job's to distract people, make sure they're having a good time, that you're an entertainer. But like I always hate that word, especially when you see people doing only pans where they say they're an influencer, that they influence. But that's all I think that you are, is that you're such an influencer that you're trying to make, showing what paintball is, that it's fun and it's this escape and everything. And I feel really bad for not mentioning it at the start, but when I got injured at the end of this season, and you sent me that awesome video for my recovery of my toe, my infamous toe.
Don't tell people that.
Yeah, and when it happened to me, I didn't even think anything of it. It's like, okay, I'm hurt. It was a Friday, so we were gonna go play on the Saturday. It's like, okay, I guess I'm just not going tomorrow. And I said, no, Dad, you're good to go and stuff. And I remember being home and being so weird. It's like, this is like the first time in a while that my dad's out without me, and my friends even went and stuff. It's like, dude, like this kind of sucks. And not to make all the next ones too, and to know that it was like, it's not like I'm done, but it's like my season was done.
Yeah.
And to hear that you were considering hanging them up too that season, but you had such inspirational, motivational words to get through it, to get better. So I'm ready for next year. For this year, it really meant a lot. So you're not just an entertainer on YouTube. You're much more than that. You're an influencer, that's for sure.
I appreciate that, Connor, man.
Cheers to that.
As soon as I cheers you, bro. I'm an alcoholic, so I drink, man.
Yeah, I'm out
as soon
too.
as your
I'm on
dad
the
reached
coffee.
out, man, it was like, hey, man, Connor's having a rough go, dude, in a heartbeat. Andrew's been there, dude. I want to say like one of the OGs that I can remember hanging out with, just being like, dude, I appreciate you. Like this picture down below, we're both smiling and just having a vibe. Like that was our first time just all hanging out together. So just going back to that, as soon as he was like, dude, he's injured and he's not taking it well, I'm like, all right, bet. I grabbed the camera and just shot from the heart. No retakes. And just was like, I know what, it's not perfect, but it's me saying, I hope that you feel better and get better. And clearly you did. So
that's beautiful.
I'm willing to do anything for anyone who is willing to reach out to me, man. Like it's what I do. It's
beautiful.
Well, I want to thank you for being on the show. I'm going to ask you to come back, man. I'm going to ask you to come back.
I'm always here, bro. Always here. Unless I'm doing backyard battles, I'm always here, bro.
Okay. By the way, we're going to have an outro, and after the outro is about 3 minutes long, and after, just stick around and we'll sign some legal documents and we'll unshackle you.
Split the kids, all right? We don't have to fight them. You can have them both. They're all yours. I'll just go off and live my happy little life. You keep the kids. You let me know when you're ready to cut into that intro, and I want to let me wrap up the show the way I do. The way I do. So you say your piece. I'm going to finish it and we'll roll into your intro.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to roll into this, and I'm going to.
I think we started the show this way, and I'm willing to finish it if you're okay with that.
We started it. I'm going to read what I said at the beginning because it's important. He is in the top tier of Canadian ambassadors, paintball ambassadors, an institution for Canadian big games and online paintball community. He is a husband, father, member of the Canadian Armed Forces, approachable, genuine, positive force for the game. He is a paintball friend of C1D. He is Nightmare Paintball.
Man, you gonna make me tear up, bro. You done yet?
I'm done. Yeah, I was going to say at the end of the day, it's just a game. That's my line. Maybe you can say it unless you just do your famous nightmare thing.
All right, man. Well, let's just hit it. Connor, Mike, Jeff, Andrew, thank you guys so much for having me here today. It was my honor to be here with you guys. I know a lot of people usually say, no, Nightmare, it's an honor to be with you. No, you got to understand it's an honor for me to be with you guys, the real players, the guys who get out there, bust their asses day in, day out to really promote this sport from the ground up. Like, you guys have been there a long time. I see your posts every Monday, Andrew. You're grinding harder than I am right now. I promise you, you are truly going harder than I am, and that is so god dang motivational. All right. So I appreciate all four of you guys bringing me on here. This was a blast. You guys inflated my ego way more than it needed to be, and I appreciate the crap out of that. So a little something for everybody at home. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm a little bit rusty, so let's see if I can send us home in proper fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you went on to enjoy this in any way, shape, and or form, make sure you smash that like button, share this with a friend, subscribe to C1D, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. But until then, Nightmare out.
Back in the booth, in the mask still foggy. Nightmare PB came through, no hobby. Field tested mind with precision and vision. Breakout timing like a surgical mission. Lane control savage, snapshot static. Wildcast mic, but the vibe still tactical. Drop them jewels, no cap, all factual. First C1D to a live paint, classical, musical. Nightmare PB, salute that name. Brew pie to the field, same deadly aim. Came with the fire. Let's with respect, special guest stamp. Episode certified wreck. Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB. Thank you, Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB. Thank you, Nightmare PB. Nightmare PB.
C1D Paintball Media.